Welcome to the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to make them liberals mad. Cause freedom of speech is what us individuals have. It's the gift when we gab, talking about things that the brainwashed cannot mentally grasp, like staying loud and waving our American flags. This is for the free thinkers, wearing their MAGA and wearing the cags. Draining the swamp is the ultimate goal, but the sheeple will swear it's a fad, like it's just a phrase. But when we show them the facts, the fools got nothing to say, and deep government state wanna get up in our face, but hasn't done it yet cause Trump's in the way, trying to protect us from a troublesome fate. And because of that, we'll never lose our faith, plus God keeping us cool and safe. But I still hope we get 4 more years so we could throw a huge parade. I can see it now, Patriots on a float, and POTUS will go down in history as one of the GOATs for making the swamp pay for taking every one of his votes. His enemies are the cancer, whether or not Trump give them the smoke. Now relax it back and take notes as we kick facts with the homie Ray though. Speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said, speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we're not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. Speak your mind. It's freedom time. Without even trying to, we make them liberals mad.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and also ring that bell so you can get them instant notifications when it goes down. It is a new year. It is 2026 has come upon us. And let me just make sure everything is working properly. All right, we got it. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is blessed. And listen, do me a favor. This year, I want everybody, don't make a resolution. Make a promise to yourself. Make a promise that you can keep. Don't make nothing that's not realistic. Make a promise to yourself that you know you can keep and do everything in your power to keep it. That's what you do. Make sure you drop your comments, keep your comments clean, keep them polite, and y'all go ahead and share this out. It's good to be back. 2026, first show. But y'all see the title. Trump brings world peace and peace. Trump brings world peace deals and dictatorship liberation in 2026. FAFO. So, how is everybody doing? What's going on, YouTube? We got YouTube in the house. First year was no sunglasses. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But it's good to be on the airways. I wasn't gonna come on here and do a show, but I figured I'd come on here and we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about. Trump is just doing his shit. I hear a lot of people on other platforms still talking Trump is a racist, Trump is this, Trump is that. So, you know, I swipe left, I swipe left, I swipe left. And it's the same old shit, same old shit. But we, the people, we know and understand exactly what's going on. Now, we have Democrats that got their panties in the wine right about now because what Trump is doing over in Venezuela. We seen the buildup. We seen the buildup. And see what is so uncomplicated about the whole situation. He gave the man a just opportunity to do what was right. And the man thought he could stomp with the big dogs. Well, as Rubio would say, he had to find out the hard way. But while everybody is talking smack about, you know, oh, Trump's doing it for this and Trump's doing it for that, I got a couple of videos so we can find out why Trump is doing it and who it's really helping. Let's go ahead and do this one. So when I hear people and I see people sit back and talk about what Trump ain't doing, and then I see that, and I see the people that are rejoicing, when I see the people that are sitting back saying, thank you, America. Thank you, United States. Thank you for President Trump. That's why I listen to none of the nonsense. Because as me and millions of others, we don't understand what Trump is doing. And what we do know and understand is if you stomp with the big dog, if you jump off the porch, be ready to roll with the big dog. That's all. A lot of people saying, oh, he kidnapped the man. He went over there and did this, did that. Listen, anybody that knows the story behind Maduro knows Maduro had warrants out for him for years. Through the past Trump administration, Trump won. Through the Biden administration, and now through the second Trump administration. Somebody, sooner or later, has to put their foot down and be the grown-up in the room. Just because for years we've been letting this man traffic drugs up and down the damn oceans and shit like that and do all these crazy things on all of these illegitimate vessels just because we've been letting him do that for years, don't mean we were going to continue to let him do it for years. So what happened? The boss man said, you know what? Enough is enough. And in the process, just so happens in the process, we happen to get some oil. It'd be like the police coming to your house, doing a drug bust in your house, arresting you for warrants, and then leaving the drugs in the crib. They're going to take the drugs. Look, everybody just needs to settle down. Everybody's got their panties in the wine. Me, I am satisfied. Look, Trump started out bringing peace deals with countries that have been battling for decades. Now, I'll save face and say they might be temporary. They might be on pause because Big Dog is in town. But you know what it is? What it is? It's up to the next administration to pick up the mantle and keep the blueprint going. It's up to them to do that. But on this man's watch, everybody is behaving like they're supposed to. Everybody is behaving accordingly, somewhat. It ain't as bad as it was. Okay, he's trying. He's trying. You know, and then we got what he did on New Year's Eve. Anybody, was it Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve? Correct me if I stand corrected. What did he do over there to them Nigerians over there after he told them to leave them Christian people alone? He had to spank that ass, didn't he? They didn't want to listen. And now moving on to Maduro. He told that man, he gave that man plenty opportunities to leave town or to turn himself in. But no, he wanted to find out the highway. Let's see what's up in the chat. We got Mama Mona. Happy New Year, Mama Mona. How you doing? What we got? Mama Mona says, this is what I voted for. I know it is, Mama Mona. 228-gallon gas. William Lockhart, my brother, what's going on? Let me mess around and send you an invite, see what you got going on with yourself. If I can remember. I haven't been up here in a minute. But y'all keep liking, y'all keep sharing, y'all keep subscribing. And ring that bell so you can get them instant notifications depending on what platform you'll follow me on. I'm trying to do this here, so y'all bear with me. I appreciate y'all. See if I can get my brother up here with me and see if he is available to have a conversation. I'm not sure. Let's see what we got. See how my computer is running right now. It's running a little slow, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Go take a smoke break. Go get some fresh air. I'm trying to, and I knew I shouldn't have done that. Okay, it's gonna come up for me. I'm gonna send you a link, bro, and let's see if you can tap in with me. Yeah, you should have got it. All right, back to the broadcast at hand, as we were doing. But let's finish seeing what these people got to be celebrating over here. If I can get it to work. I'm having technical issues, obviously, people. They don't want me to show my videos. They don't want me to show my videos. I don't know why. But I got some guests coming in. Hopefully, I sent out a couple of leaks. I'm ready to go live over on my buddy's channel, but I'm turning. Okay. All right, I got you. But I'm getting back to what we were talking about, being that they don't want to let me play my videos. What Donald Trump is doing is just something that no one ever expected. No one ever expected this man to come in here and just turn everything upside down. And you want one of the reasons people are so upset, especially the politicians and other world leaders, is you got to understand the key player that Venezuela plays in the roles when it comes to countries like Russia and China and North Korea and the other dictatorship countries, should I say. Let me see if they're gonna let me go ahead and get my video going. It's just I don't believe they're not gonna let me do this. All right, let me see.
Por su milagro, a los que no dejan de creer que Dios es grande. Gael por fin va a conocer Maracaibo después de tantos años. Era su anhelo.
¿Qué quiere conocer?
A esto, miren. A Venezuela, quería conocer a Venezuela, nació en España, pero quería conocer a nuestra Venezuela, esa Venezuela bonita. Mis hijos vuelven nuevamente a su país. Gracias, Dios, por tu maravilla, gracias por tu milagro, gracias por ser bueno con nosotros, hermanos venezolanos. Espero que hayamos aprendido la lección, que seamos más humildes, que seamos más personas.
Now I'm playing this for my Venezuelan followers and stuff. This way, they ain't got to try to translate it or break it down in English.
Que seamos más hermanos. Dios es grande y maravilloso. Volveremos.
¿Cuántos venezolanos vamos a querer volver otra vez?
Venezuela es grande y va a resucitar entre las cenizas porque así Dios lo decretó. Viva Venezuela, viva el pueblo venezolano y vivan todos los países que nos acogieron en ese momento más difícil. Que Dios lo bendiga a todas las nacionalidades que nos abrieron su.
All right, so if y'all could understand any of that, I couldn't. But it's not about understanding what they're saying. It's about understanding and see the emotion that's generated from something that has taken place. Look, a lot of people have been asking me, "Hey, Patriot, why are you not on social media anymore? Why are you not doing, live things anymore?" And I told somebody, I said, you know what? It's frustrating for for me to come on here and talk about all of the dirt and all of the things day after day after day after day that people are doing and nobody's being held accountable. Very frustrating. So I had to take a step back because you can get burnt out doing that. But what I've also been able to see is because I don't see what I want to see, I still have to know and understand that there is some type of progress being made by my president. So I have to, look at it, not in a microcosm, but I got to look at it in a more broader sense of what this man is really doing and what he's trying to accomplish and what his job is. Why would Americans be upset with a man that, one, is stopping drugs that we know are coming into this country? Well, hell, they were upset when he tried to secure the border. But you know what? I am just like Donald Trump. We pay them people no more mind. We do what we need to do and stay on our grind. And see, that's why I love Donald Trump, because he is not worrying about what the people back here are saying in the media realm and the other Americans that don't support him. He learned his lesson the first go around. He's not putting any of his energy into any of that. He's doing what he knows to be doing to be right. And to see the faces and the emotions of a nation that has been oppressed, that has been held with a tight, firm grasp under a dictator like Maduro, to see them finally be able to breathe a sigh of relief and know that my president was the main reason that took place, I'm happy with that. What we got here? Oh, okay. Use Microsoft Edge and grab the captions. I might have to switch up. Because I heard a lot of people are having problems using StreamYard. I heard StreamYard. What's up, Jones? Drew, Happy New Year, my brother. Andrew James, Happy New Year. But and I hope everything's going good up there in New York, bro. But it's crazy what's going on. But today we talk about none of the nonsense. We talk about none of the bullshit that's going on up in Minnesota. All you crazies that's focused and got that Trump derangement syndrome, y'all need to be paying attention and be upset about. See, that's what kills me. Y'all still staying focused on the man that don't give a shit about y'all. He's just doing his shit, grinding, when y'all should be focused on other shit. Y'all complaining about it, but y'all really don't care about solving the problem. Y'all really don't care about solving the problem. But let's go ahead and see how many more people Trump made happy just by doing what he does. And this is why I like him. So, for all the naysayers that keep naysaying, because Trump gonna keep doing what the hell he gonna do. And don't worry, he's only just in his first year. Oh, he's coming home. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's almost like he's tightening up the noose. A lot of people really don't understand. A lot of people really don't understand the economics and the corruption and the political realm of not just here in the United States, but how it intertwines with other countries and things of that nature. And all roads lead home. All roads lead home. And when I say home, I mean back here in the United States of America. Don't you know? You better believe and understand that by him doing what he's doing to Venezuela, oh, it's messing up some politicians' pockets over here in the United States. I'm just waiting to see now what's uncovered. I'm waiting to see now what's uncovered. Do you know there are generals in Venezuela that's worth billions and billions of dollars? How the hell are generals worth billions and billions of dollars? There's a reason. But we're going to find out a lot more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You know, it's like when you go into a dope house and you kick the door in and you arrest the perps. Now it's time to walk around the whole place and scribble through everything and see what you come up with. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just waiting because I want to know. I'm just waiting because I want to know. But I hope everybody had a good New Year. I did. Brought it in nice and quiet. And I hope everybody has a prosperous 2026. Like I said before. But first, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. But like I said before, don't overpromise yourself. Don't make a resolution. Make yourself a promise, but don't overpromise. Be realistic about every situation that you're trying to accomplish for this year. Be strategic. Be strategic about your moves. Be conscious about the people you have in your surroundings. You know, there are a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing out there, so you gotta be careful. But people can be pissed off. People are still pissed off, man. I be on TikTok, not because I have to. I just be on TikTok to see if the people are still doing the same thing. And when I say doing the same thing, talking about the same man that they've been talking about for the past 10 plus years. But we're going to keep doing what we need to do to move this country forward. That's for sure. So I'm going to let Big Dog handle his worldly missions, knowing and understanding that hopefully things in America will start being accounted for. I'm tired every time I come on here, they're uncovering or allegedly uncovering some shit on this person and that person. And we have to start seeing some accountability. If the shit's real, if what you saying is real, I don't know how much more gathering of evidence or gathering of information or what type of negotiation or what type of plea bargains are taking place, but give us something. You know, throw a dog a bone. But right now, every time I turn the TV on, we're hearing, like for instance, what's going on in Minnesota right now with Tim Walz. You mean to tell me y'all gonna come out here and say these people been stealing up to almost $1 billion, hundreds of millions of dollars? Where does the line get to where these people that you're talking about are being led away in handcuffs. That's all I want to know. Where is that? Let me see what I got here. What I got going on in here? Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Where is the accountability segment? So I'm assuming that it's going to come sometime in year 3. See, because I'm not going to sit up for a whole year like I did this past year and stress myself out about when somebody going to jail. So I'm willing, as I do, make concessions and give him a whole another year. He's got 4. Hey, year 3, I expect, or before, I expect to see some people being held accountable for some shit y'all alleging they did. That sounds pretty treasonous and high crimes and misdemeanors to me. That's all I'm saying. So he gave me a reason to come back on the air because I like I said, I was stepping away, but hey, everything has its moment. I was proud. I was happy to see what he did. And then you got people talking about, well, he didn't ask Congress. He didn't do this. He didn't declare an act of war. Listen, this wasn't war. Okay, this wasn't war. This was a president going in there, getting somebody that he gave the opportunity on a plethora of occasions to either surrender, turn himself in, because he had warrants, or to either go somewhere, just get the hell up out the country and just go. But he didn't want to do that. So as Trump does Trump, he went and got his ass. How hard is that to understand? Why are people trying to make it so complicated? Okay? So one, the man had warrants. Nobody had the kahunas to go get him but Trump, his second time around. And with that, yeah, he's seizing oil, he's controlling shit now, I'm sure. Hey, that's what people do. 3, he's liberated a nation. I can show you videos after videos after videos after videos of hundreds of thousands of people that are just happy, hundreds of thousands of people that want to go back home now, that have been exiled for one reason or another through a regime that was just gangsterish, cartelish. You know who really looks sick at all this? And has been for years? The American people. Because there's still a portion that, for no matter what, for whatever reason, will not just concede and accept the fact that yet not Donald Trump not being a perfect person, the man is getting shit done on his watch. Can you really understand that there are people that still to this day sit back and say, I vote for Joe Biden and I'll vote for Joe Biden tomorrow over Trump. So you would vote for a man that is 80% unconscious, not aware, don't do nothing. As you see, but we're not going there with these people anymore. There's shit that needs to be done. There's shit that got to get done. And by focusing and putting all our energy into those people anymore, just detracts from what our mission is. And the mission for Donald Trump, and for those who are loyal to the cause, is to make America great again. Not to agree with Donald Trump at every step. Not to be a yes man to the policies of Donald Trump at every step. But to know and understand that everybody is on the same accord in wanting to make this country great again. A lot of people have different avenues, different ideas, different ways of wanting to do it. And that's what it's all about. So to all the naysayers, like I said before, keep naysaying. Because while you still naysaying, shit's still getting done. I see it. And there's a lot more people that see it. But yeah, you know, but I just had to come on here and chit chat for a minute. Sit back and see what's going on in the live stream world. YouTube Danny Wayne, what's good, bro? I gotta figure out how to go ahead and add a couple of more of these stream apps to the set. But it's good to be back up here, man. I hope everybody was doing good. I hope you, hey, my Seahawks. Hey, we about to do it this year. Hey, we about to do it. Sam Donald, he just needs to not mess up. And if he don't mess up, man, we going. Not only are we going, we going to get it. Yeah, we going to go get it for sure. Seattle Seahawks. Mark my words. I ain't putting no money on it because then again, we do got Sam Donald. But I'm going with my Hawks. And then we got the college football Final Four. Ain't no Bama. Ain't no Tennessee. Ain't no Georgia. What's going on? What's going on? What other situation? Diddy old news. Diddy's old news. But yeah. It's all about you know, people in Minnesota getting ripped off. And Donald Trump liberating Venezuela. That's what it's about right now. That's what, at least for me, because you know, I've just been sitting back watching. I've been sitting back watching and watching it all unfold. And you know what's strange? You know what's strange? This is what's strange. Maduro, supposed to be a military leader, president of a country, this and that. How come it was so easy for Donald Trump to go in there and just snatch his ass up? Where was his military? Where was his forces to prevent this? I mean, would they go? I mean, was America a ghost? Did they just poof appear out of nowhere? These people gave up no real. That should tell you a lot. That should tell you a lot. Now they sitting back talking big. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all let special ops, SEAL team, and whoever y'all let them go in and snatch him up. Why? I'm sure we're gonna find out more of the story. I'm sure we will. But for all you libtards that are out there, do me a favor. Really, do me a favor. Get a life. Please, get a life. Because you beating a dead horse. You know who really hates what Trump did the most? The mainstream media. The mainstream media, because see, what we know and understand is people feed off emotion. Just ask Democrats. Just ask the people that got Trump derangement syndrome. Just People feed off emotion. When they see the people, not just in Venezuela, but when they see the people that are around the world from Venezuela that haven't been able to go back to Venezuela for whatever reason, been exiled from Venezuela, family members murdered in Venezuela for whatever, when they see that, who can they sit back and give credit to? As much as they hate it, as much as they would hate to see something so great take place, they know and understand. Now they try to put every reason in there why he couldn't do it, why he shouldn't have did it, how illegal it was, and this and that. But that's what the mainstream media's job is, to do that, to try to create their own narrative. But when the normal person sees that, they're like, well, it can't be that bad. It really can't be that bad. These people are happy, genuinely happy. You got people talking they couldn't go back home. They can't wait to go back home now and visit family, friends, go back home and start a life. Really, how bad could it be what Trump did? How bad of a person was Maduro? From the reaction of these people, he was like the devil himself. But we still have those. He went in illegally. You know, people will play politics to the end. That's why they call them politicians. That's why I'm glad Trump isn't a politician. Trump is a businessman that took on the role of a politician. But deep down inside, Trump's not a politician. Trump is a man that deeply cares about humanity. He deeply cares about his fellow man. He deeply cares about business. He deeply, deeply, deeply cares about winning. Winning motivates him. And if you're not a winner, you wouldn't understand that. If you're not a winner, you wouldn't know what it feels. You wouldn't know what the adrenaline rush feels like to want to do it again and again and again. To be able to do things people say you can't do. For that kind of stuff to motivate you. To take people's hate towards you and use it as fuel for your fire. To help you achieve what they say you can't achieve. And then when you achieve it, they'll hate on you. They'll try to diminish what you've done after saying it was so big that you couldn't accomplish it. That's what haters do. But haters are going to hate, grinders are going to grind. And that's what Donald Trump does. He continues to grind every day. Do y'all know Donald Trump averages 12 hours a day of work? 12 hours a day this man grinds. So I don't want to hear it from nobody. Because see, ain't nobody got to sit down and explain to me the type of person Donald Trump is. Ain't nobody got to sit down and explain to me what Donald Trump does. Ain't nobody got to sit down and explain to me nothing that is pertaining to Donald Trump when I can sit down and see it for myself. Donald Trump hasn't made one racist play, one racist move, and everybody's still calling him a racist. Donald Trump is doing everything to try to bring peace in this world and bring happiness and liberation to people throughout this world. And you know what? People around the world are praising him right now, except people here in America that still continue to have the Trump derangement syndrome. Hey, I ain't trying to understand it. Not anymore. And have it for a while. SB Head, what's good? I'm thinking about, because for a while they've had the Patriots Lab messed up on the algorithm because they just don't like the way I bring stuff sometimes. So think about switching it up. I don't know what the title is going to be yet, but it will be something creative. I've been thinking about it for a while, haven't made the full blown decision to do it, but I think if I want to get back on the algorithm, want to get my views up and things like that, I have to, because right now they don't let nothing get past. That's why I depend on you guys out there, Patriots and Patriots, to go ahead and like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel, depending on what platform you are following me on. But it is what it is. Hey, did y'all see the party in Mar-a-Lago? Oh my goodness. Donald Trump walked in that place like a G. Him and Miss Melania. Yeah, she had on that I don't know if it was silver or gold. I couldn't tell by my screen on my color TV. But man, she was looking good. Look. I'm trying. Who? We had some presidents that had some fine wives. We had some now we can go down the line of some that didn't have some fine, especially. This is just my personal opinion. Our last first lady, no. Well, I mean, look at Sleepy Joe, but still, and she out shopping in lingerie shops and shit. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen the clip of old Dr. Jill out there circulating throughout the lingerie shops, but I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, Melania was looking good, and Trump was out there, man. He was getting his little bop on, getting his little groove on. But it's this is when I know that people got Trump derangement syndrome. As soon as somebody that a lot of people like and look up to, whether it's an athlete or superstar, or whatever, as long as they stay quiet, people don't know their stance and people don't know their opinion. So people be like, yeah, they got the pom-poms out for them. But as soon as they open their mouth about a stance that people don't like, they turn on them like a dime. Example, Nicki Minaj. Example, Kanye West, and plethora of others. That's when you know it's just a mental game. How people can flip because you don't have the same opinion that you used to have because it was the same opinion that you had with them. So that's all this is about. This is about people that don't like people that don't share the same opinion as they share anymore. It is what it is. It is what it is. I like to see these liberals on these mainstream medias just come out and say, Don, good job. Good job, Don. No, they can't do that. They got to come out and call it illegal and call it kidnapping and call it this and call it that. Forget about all the lives he saved through the drug trade. Forget about all that. Forget about all the sex trafficking that he saved. Forget about all that. People don't understand the Venezuela just wasn't connected with the United States. They were connected with other countries doing other shit, which has now been put to rest for the moment. Now we got to see where it goes from here. First things first, Maduro's been captured. Maduro wanted to come off the porch and stomp with the big dogs. Yeah, he did. He wanted to come off the porch and stomp. And you say, Patriots Lab, what do you mean he wanted to come off the porch and stomp with the big dogs? Let me see if I got something here. Oh, no. It's probably not here anymore. But I had something on here that I was going to show. It was kind of funny to me. If you ask me, it was kind of funny. But I think it went away because I had it in my backup. And now my backup is kind of slow. So it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me do it. It is what it is. I thought it would. Oh, man. The browser has blocked your screen. Click on the screen icon. Okay, it didn't want me to play that video. It said my browser blocked my screen. So whatever that means. But hey, I didn't even think I was going to put in an hour. And I'm almost there. I'm almost at that one. I appreciate all the comments. I'm going to try to get on here more often. I'm just getting the lab back on track. Like I said, I'm thinking about switching up the title so I can get back up on the algorithm. But yeah, it is what it is. And what else do we have going on? We got the newly sworn in mayor of New York City. Let's give it up for Mr. Mamdani, who got sworn in on the Quran. Listen, I was thinking about something. Now, we live here in the United States of America, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We live here in the United States of America. When you go in the courtrooms and you do things and you get married or whatever and things like that, they have the Holy Bible. They got the Bible. And they tell you, do you swear to tell the truth? And you know, it's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And they give you the oath and all that stuff and this and that. If you somehow switch the Bible to a Quran, is that technically legitimate? Do you have to uphold the oath that you just swore to uphold, and it wasn't on the Bible? That is just a question. Hey, because if he was here in the United States, he did on the Quran, he probably like, I did on the Quran, man. The Quran got different standards. You know, I ain't got to uphold to the standards and to the rules and regulations of America. I did it on the Quran. Huh. What do you think about that? That, like my wife said, that'd be like, you know, you go into the court of law and the bailiff brings you a People's magazine. And you put your hand on the People magazine and you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. New York is gonna, you know, that's an experiment that has just taken off, and we're gonna see where that goes. Because see, this is the thing. People can do when it's starting out. People can do whatever they want to do when they starting out. But sooner or later, you got to get in front of the boss man. You got to sit down with the boss man, and he's going to critique with his little checklist of do's and what he did and what he did. He's going to critique. So this is going to be very interesting because, see, as many may not believe it, Trump is not going to let this man run New York into a shithole. He's going to let the optics look like it, because see, he's got to let people see what, you know, what shit could be before he decides to put shit in reverse. So he's going to let the New Yorkers get a taste of Mondani and the Democratic Socialist agenda. Because sooner or later, he's got to come talk to Big Dog. Yeah, he got to get anything done. Oh, no, but he's supposed to be taxing the wealthy and taxing the rich and doing all this other crazy shit. And if you got an extra home that you're not using, you might as well let people live there and all this other crazy ideas he's got. But we're going to see where that goes. We're going to see where that goes. That's why I haven't been on social media. That's why. Because the stuff you got to cover on a daily that's happening here, you would think shouldn't be happening here. Yeah, you would, but you know what I've come to the understanding? We're just as dysfunctional as any other country out there. America is just as dysfunctional as any other country out there. We got the same problems that every other country got. We sure do. We just fight our battles differently, and we don't lose all of them. And we continue to fight. But we got the same problems that other countries got. There was a time I used to think I could only turn my television on to witness the shit that I see here in my own country now. Yeah. Let that marinate. But you know, it's funny. I'm not a real, well, no, I was about to say I'm not a real spiritual person, but I am. And they said, the Bible says, you know, in the last days, people will say what's good is bad and what's bad is good. And damn it, if that ain't taking place right before our eyes today, along with a plethora of other foresights or tellings or scriptural you know, things. So it is what it is. But I had a good time. First show for 2026. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing, ringing that bell to get them instant notifications. But like I said, I will be figuring out what I want to do when it comes to the platform about switching it up. I will keep people informed because I do got to get back on the algorithm. See, sometimes, you know, you just can't cut off your nose to spite your face. As much as I love the lab being original, things of that nature, I also know and understand that over time, and it's been about 8 years, Patriots and Patriots, over time, something can become stagnant, especially if you're on the radar. And I've been there for a long time on the radar with these platforms, and I've never quite. I've grew a great following, but nowhere close to what it could be if I just make a choice to go ahead and do what I need to do, and that's what I'm going to do. But like always, I want to thank everybody for liking. I want to thank everybody for sharing. I want to thank everybody for subscribing, depending on what platform you follow the Patriots Lab on. If you ain't following the Patriots Lab, I suggest you do now. So, as always, in the meantime, in between time, until next time, this is your boy from the lab. I want to thank y'all once again, and everybody have a prosperous 2026. Peace. I'm out.